Hey, what's up? What's up to everybody out there on YouTube on this lovely Wednesday morning? I hope all of you and your families are doing well and remaining safe out there and remaining cool on this hot summer day in August. And as always, welcome to Super Hubby Review. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to drop by my channel. It is much appreciated, and if you have not yet, I thank you in advance for subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell, and also liking this content in its entirety. And a special thanks to those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate your support and positive feedback. It really empowers me to want to work hard on this channel to evolve the content that I do review. And so I wanted to slide that in there. And again, just like many of you, I am just your average consumer, and I love making honest review content, purchasing items, using them, and then relaying the experience of my review to you. And I make these videos in hopes that something helpful or informative would be said or mentioned that would make an impact in your purchases. So with that being said, let's get into it. Excuse me. Today, I am really excited about this review. I'm going to be reviewing the AAA Plus membership that I have, and I'm going to talk to you step by step about what perks being a AAA member has to offer. Now, I'm going to put the most of my focus on the Plus membership. There are 3 tiers of membership within the AAA program. Your basic membership is the classic membership. I'm going to talk about that in my closing. I chose the middle membership, which is Plus, and the top membership plan is the Premier. So I'm going to put most of my emphasis on the Plus membership, which was the membership within AAA that I chose because I felt like it took care of my membership needs. It was a plan that I felt would be a good fit for me and my family. I'm also going to give you the price of each membership, but let's start out with the Plus membership, which was my selection. To become a AAA member up under the Plus plan, that cost price is $106 per year. And let's talk about what it has to offer. I chose AAA for a variety of reasons. And before I get into the perks, the reason why I chose AAA several years ago was I remember there was a time to when my wife was coming to pick me up from work, and she caught a flat tire, and she was with my 2 youngest sons at that time. Of course, they're over 18 now. But at that time, I did not like the idea of her being stranded. At that time, several family members were at work and no one was really available. And at that time, we only had one vehicle then. That was maybe 10 or 12 years ago. And so after that experience, she was able to get her tire changed and things like that. So after that experience, I said, we're going to need some roadside assistance. And being that, we're very independent, I really don't like to depend on other people. I've always been like that as far back as a kid. And I would see people with these AAA stickers on the back of their cars. And I always wondered, what are these stickers? So me and my wife did some research. Because at that time I didn't have roadside assistance with my insurance company. I felt like their roadside assistance program was not that beneficiary for us at that time. After looking at AAA's perks of what they had to offer, I felt like let's go ahead and give AAA a chance, and I've been with them for several years. Now I'm going to focus on the Plus membership first. Again, the Plus membership cost $106 a year, and here is what the perks include. With Plus membership, the good thing about it is you are going to get 3 tows, and these tows can go up to 100 miles. Now let's talk about that. I feel like that was really one of the determining factors that played a big part in me getting that. I felt like that was a huge savings. Just like I'm sure many of you know, towing expenses can be extremely expensive, and sometimes it can be up to $5 to $10 per mile. And just think about that. AAA is only going to charge you $106 for the year, and the first perk is you're going to get up to 100 miles of towing, and you get 3 of those per year. So just think about those moments in your life to where you were stranded and no family was near. You could have been out of town, no one was available to help you, and you had to pay for towing out of your own pocket. That can be extremely pricey. With AAA, with the Plus membership, I get the assurance to know that at least if I get stranded or if I have car issues, I can get up to 100 miles of towing and don't pay any additional costs. These 3 tows that go up to 100 miles, that's going to save you a lot of money. Not too bad for spending $106 for the Plus membership. That's a really good savings. My experience with AAA has been extremely positive. I really don't have anything negative to say, and that's very rare because people who know me, I am extremely picky. I love things to go well with professionalism, and I'm very big on who I give my money to. I have had to use AAA's towing service in the past, and it worked to perfection. The customer service reps who you call, they were very professional, very patient, and they understood, how stressful it is to be stranded, and they will call and check up on you until the tow truck shows up to your location. I love that. That's really good. Excuse me. Really good customer service by AAA. I love it. So now let's move our attention to and one more thing. There has been, I'm sure, several people who did not have any roadside assistance program, and they had to get their car towed, and they had to pay hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So this is good, not too bad to have this. So the next perk is free fuel and delivery. I love that. How many times have people been stranded? How many times have people been stranded and they ran out of fuel? Well, with the AAA Plus membership, they will come out if you are stranded and you've ran out of gas. They will come to you and give you free fuel and bring that to you, and that fuel would be enough to get you to the gas station. So I love that. That's really good. That's a really good perk to have. Not too bad for $106 per year. These are key benefits that really are good selling points for those of you who do not have AAA, or you've been thinking about should you get it. Yes, you definitely want to check AAA out if you don't have a roadside assistance membership, because it's nothing more frustrating than to be stranded with your family or with your kids, and it's just not a good experience. So I feel like AAA is like the family is like a family. I feel like my experience has been good with them, and I will continue to keep AAA as long as they're out, just for peace of mind, you know. All right, let's move on to the next thing. You also get Protect My ID Essential Identity Theft Protection. I haven't used that yet. However, that Protect My ID Theft Protection is extremely good to have for those of you who want peace of mind and feel like your identity is protected. We know and understand that identity theft is really huge out there, and a lot of people have experienced that, not just from strangers, but sometimes even their family members and loved ones. So AAA Plus membership give you the peace of mind to know that Protect My ID Essential Identity Theft Protection is available to those of you who are interested in that. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. AAA Plus membership, another perk is you get free passport photos. Okay, free passport photos. You get 2 sets per year. For those of you who do a lot of traveling and having a passport has been a vital part of your life, well, AAA is going to take care of those passport photos for you. You get 2 sets per year. All right, moving on, let's take a look at the other perk. You're going to get jump starts and battery services. I have used this quite a few times. There's been a few times in the past to where I was there was one instance, I think a few years ago, to where I was stranded in my car, and I was stranded in my home. I left out the house to get ready to go to work, and I had a dead battery. Thankfully, this happened at my residence, but I called one of AAA's friendly customer service reps. I explained my situation to them, and they sent out a roadside assistance employee to help me out there. So they came and discovered that I needed a new battery. I paid for the battery at that moment. They installed the battery, and I was good to go. So I had a pretty good experience. And sometimes it doesn't matter how well maintained a car is. Sometimes dead batteries do happen, and AAA gives us the peace of mind that, hey, everything's okay. Just take a deep breath, give AAA a call. They're going to make sure that your car is in a safe place, or that if it's not, they're going to help you get through that process and send someone out to you in a timely manner. Depending upon your location, sometimes it might take them a few extra additional minutes to get out to you. But one of the biggest things I've noticed about AAA is that their communication is exceptionally well. And if it's taking the roadside assistance employee a good little minute to get to you, they will call you and check up on you to make sure you and your family are doing fine. So you definitely want to have that. Dead batteries do happen. I had that happen quite a few times. I was out here in Atlanta on a vacation once, and it was kind of like a in-town vacation. Me and my family was at a hotel that was maybe 45 minutes from our residence, and I had another dead battery. And again, I called AAA, and this happened in the hotel parking lot, and they sent someone out to give me a new battery. I paid for it there on the spot. And with that situation, they didn't have the roadside assistance tech who came out did not have my size battery. He had to dispatch someone else from AAA, and the other guy came out and brought out the right battery that was a perfect fit for my vehicle. I liked how smooth that process went. Very friendly, professional guy came out. We had really good conversation, and AAA has definitely left a lasting impression on me, and I'm glad to be able to share this information with many of you who are interested in AAA's roadside assistance program within the Plus membership and other perks that are available as well. Let's take a look at another perk. You get AAA member only discount at nearly 95,000 partner locations. Now, I want you to understand that one of the things that me and my family have benefited from AAA over the years is there's several discounts. Now, we've mostly used the discounts on travel and hotel rooms and things like that. So make sure that if you are a member, or if you do want to become a member, take a look at the hotel that you'll go and ask them and navigate on their website to see if they have any discounts for AAA members. We have saved thousands of dollars over the years having AAA, and because of the discounts that they do offer. So that 95,000 partner locations is true, because I've took advantage of that perk as well. The next perk is the vehicle locksmith coverage up to $100. And yes, I've used this as well. Just think about how many times you have locked you left your keys in the car and you had to pay a locksmith to come out. In some cases, you might have to pay close to $100 now. It's kind of steep, but just think about if you would have had AAA, it would have been covered in that $106 that you paid them for the year. And that can happen quite a few times. They will come out to you multiple times, and you've already paid $106 just one time. This AAA Plus membership is a really good, lucrative package of perks, and I love it. I do remember this happened, maybe a few years ago. I was leaving our residence and I had to go back in the house and get something. I had left the keys in the car and the car was running, okay? And so I had to again dispatch AAA. They sent someone out there. He unlocked the vehicle and definitely took care of that for me. So that was a good experience as well. So just think about that $106 that they're asking for, because I really want to I really want to simplify the process of why you should be a AAA member if you don't have any current roadside assistance programs. That $106 that they're asking you for the Plus membership, you're going to spend that on something. And sometimes me and my wife talk about that. There's a lot of people who, we've talked to about AAA and they'll say, well, I don't want to spend $106. But after talking to them, we discovered that they'll spend $160 on food, snacks, movies, and that's good and all. But it's good to also have the balance and spend that $106 on something of quality, something that's gonna help you and your family out. There's nothing wrong with spending money on fun things, but you want to also invest your money on things of quality, okay? That's gonna help you in times of crisis. So that $106 that people are afraid to give up when they actually have it available, use that on something that's gonna be helpful as well. So that's what I feel like the $106 I gave AAA saved me so much money. So Locksmith is really important because there's a lot of people who lock their keys in the car and they had to pay a locksmith a lot of money. If they would have had AAA, then it would have been a whole lot more better. And some people do this like habitually. They'll do this 4 or 5 times out the year. So they've spent well beyond that $106 that AAA is asking for. Okay, so it's good to have that locksmith coverage up to $100 if you're locked out of your vehicle. Being a Plus member with AAA, they're going to take care of that for you. All right. The next perk is tire change with your spare. That's lock in on that. And yes, I've had to use that as well. I do remember a couple of times I did have a flat tire and I was stranded in a business parking lot, and AAA came out. They dispatched someone out to me. They changed the tire for me. And that's really good, because sometimes, depending upon what day it is, what you got going on, you might not be in a position to change it yourself. Okay, I will call AAA to change a flat tire in a heartbeat. If I'm paying for this service, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to have them come out and take care of that for me. And I've always had good service. That is one thing I can say about AAA. Each time they send out a roadside service tech, they always have been very good. So just think about those times you got a flat tire and you were stranded and you didn't have any roadside assistance. No family or friends were available. So just think about it. It puts you in a tough spot, particularly if you have young kids in the car, okay? And you maybe could be stranded on a sketchy side of town. You want to have AAA to make you feel safe and quickly send someone out to change that tire for you. All these perks I've talked about is well worth that price of $106 for the Plus membership. All right. So let's go ahead and focus on. Let's go ahead and focus on the next perk: member only hotel discounts. Let's talk about that. That has been a lightning rod of perks for me and my wife, particularly when we do our yearly family vacation. We get extremely excited when there is hotels that give a discount for AAA members. You can save a lot of money in your travels if the hotels have a AAA discount for AAA members. So that's good. Just think about, a decrease in price at a hotel. Just because you're a AAA member, it matters. And this is savings that you can save over the course of the during your travels and vacations. Like who wants to spend money and just throw money to the wind? Even if you're financially stable, even if you're wealthy, on a budget, whatever, people need to save money. If I can get cheaper a hotel room that costs less from being a member, I want to take advantage of that. And AAA Plus membership really puts me in a position to really get discounts in various hotels. So we have also benefited from that as well. Let's take a look at the next perk. Car travel interruption coverage up to $1,000. Now let's say if you are traveling and you need to get a rental, they will give you a discount with that. And that there's been a lot of people who was traveling and something happened and they need to get a rental. Well, with being a AAA Plus member, you would be able to get a somewhat of a discount if you had to get a rental car. So that's also coverage on that, and all the deeper nuances of car travel interruption coverage would be in your member handbook. I personally have not used that yet, but it's good to know that it is available when me and my family do when me and my family do our vacations. All right, okay, so we got that. Now let's go ahead and that's pretty much it there for the Plus membership. There are so many perks that I named. It is just really good. And okay, before I close this out, let's take a look at the other packages that we have. There's also a basic package which will be considered the classic package, which is $59.99 per year. With that package, a lot of the packages are you'll find similarities in each package, but the classic package, which is the lowest cost package, it really doesn't have a whole lot of meat or perks to it the way the other ones have. You do get to you do get the first 5 miles of towing. Like if you're stranded, and if you chose the classic package, the first 5 miles of towing is free. But let's say if you need to get towed somewhere 50 or 30, 40 miles, you're probably going to spend a whole lot of money in towing. This is why I chose the Plus membership. You do get the Locksmith with the classic membership, the one for $59.99. You do get fuel delivery, but because it's the basic tier package, you're gonna have to pay for the gas when the delivery driver comes. The gas delivery driver comes to you. So that is why you want to choose the top tier program. And there's several other things that classic program has that are somewhat similar to the other packages, but you're not going to get all of the explosive perks that you would get being a plus or a premier member. All right, so let's take a look at the top plan, which is the premier plan. That's going to cost you $119.99 per year. Now, this plan is good because it gives you pretty much close to everything that Plus gives you, but it gives you more of a punch with those perks. Instead of you getting 100 miles towing, like you do on the Plus membership, which is what I chose. With the Premier, you get up to 200 miles of towing. That's amazing for only $119.99 per year, and all the other perks that comes along with that as well. So always remember, for those of you who want deeper coverage of the Premier plan, feel free to call a AAA agent or go into their website and take a look at what they have to offer. This review that I did mainly covered the Plus membership, which is what I chose. But now looking back, I'm probably gonna choose the Premier package going into next year, just to get a little bit more coverage in certain areas as well. Now, as far, let's say if, to my understanding, these are really good packages to have. And even if you don't use them all up during that year, it's still good to have it to give you peace of mind. Just like we do our insurance company. There are some insurance companies, we pay them by the month or annually or quarterly. And sometimes several years can go by to where we're not even in a wreck. Okay. And with some insurance companies, there's no discount for not even using your insurance. Okay, so but it gives us the peace of mind knowing that if something was to happen, it is there. And I feel like AAA really gives me the peace of mind and the insurance to know that me and my family is safe. If we were to get stranded, AAA will dispatch somebody out to us. Not too bad for $109 per year being a Plus member. So I believe I pretty much went over all of the perks. And again, for those of you who don't have a roadside assistance program, for those of you who don't have AAA and you've wondered, should I get it? Is it worth it? Yes, I will say that being a AAA member is worth it, especially if you're going to become a Plus member, the Plus package or the Premier package. That's definitely worth it. I'm not too fond of the classic package because it doesn't give me those explosive perks. It's still good to have, but I prefer to at least be a Plus member or a Premier member, which is that top tier program. So yeah, I will say, based off my travels and my experiences dealing with AAA customer service, dealing with a locksmith, dealing with fuel delivery, a flat tire, a dead battery, all of those experiences I have had with their employees have been perfect, and it has been amazing. And yes, AAA is highly recommended if you don't have a top tier membership program of roadside service. All right. Also, AAA does have service centers. I have not used their service center yet. I mostly go to another brand for my service, but it's something that I'm definitely open to. Again, I have heard nothing but good things about AAA service center. They will service your car, and being that you are a member, you're definitely I hope that you definitely would have a good experience with them as well. So there are a few AAA service centers out here in Georgia and the surrounding areas of Atlanta. Perhaps in the near future, I can check them out and do a review on that as well. Not only is it important for me to share my thoughts, I'm also curious to know what are your thoughts. For those of you who do have AAA, feel free to let me know, what do you like about them? What didn't you like about it? Hit me up in the comment section, and I will read your comments in my free moments. Again, thank you so much for dropping by a Super Hubby review. I hope that something helpful or informative was said or mentioned that would help you out there as it pertains to roadside programs like AAA, rather to get this or not. Again, AAA is highly recommended. Give them a try. Giving that money towards that, if you have it in your budget, it is a good investment to have, because always remember, if you have those funds available to become a member, if you don't spend it on AAA, you're most likely gonna spend it on something else. And I don't never want any of you to be stranded and have no one to come out and help you. AAA gives me the peace of mind to know that they have my back in the most worst of situations, as far as flat tires, out of gas, stranded, tow servicing. AAA really does their thing there, okay? And also, if you have not yet, I also thank you in advance for subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell, and also liking this content in its entirety. And special thanks to my subscribers, to those of you who consistently support Super Hubby Review. I really do appreciate it, the support on the social media platform. And I will continue to put out honest review content in my free moments. So until next time, most importantly, always keep that faith no matter what. Love, live, laugh, and most importantly, let's keep each other safe out there. Until next time, Super Hubby Review, signing off. Bye.